Yes, people, Manchester United have lost against Arsenal by 2-1, but we won the penalty shootout. And they scored an offside goal and they cheated. That's what they did. Disgraces and cheats. Before I get to the performance, I'm just worried about Leny Yoro and Rasmus Højlund. I saw Rasmus walk in here after the game. Don't know, he wasn't like limping loads, but he was sort of a bit grimacing, you know, so hopefully that's not too bad. We just have no luck with injuries. How many times are we going to keep getting injuries? We saw it last season all the way through, even in the pre-season with Kobbie Mainoo as well. I just want us to be injury-free, and I said before the game, I didn't even care about the game. I really wanted us to come out injury-free. And actually, we were doing absolutely fine until Rasmus came on. First 15, 20 minutes of the game, we were absolutely brilliant. We were playing, not absolutely brilliant, but we were really good. But after Rasmus scored and then got injured, it just went downhill from there. And then Leny Yoro as well pulls up. I was told as well that he trained this morning as well before the game, which was surprising. He missed the latter. He didn't play in the train in the open training session yesterday, and we thought, as you guys saw when we had that interaction with him yesterday, he said, "Is that precaution, Lenny?" Yes, and he said, "Yes, it is. It is." As the Arsenal players are leaving now, but he pulled up as well and had to come off, and I'm like, oh Jesus, this is just one of those where it's like, are we gonna get a little bit of change? Are we gonna get a little bit of joy from him? Kai Havertz didn't score his penalty because Andre Onana made a miss. Hold that. Odegaard 6. I can't really talk about him. But anyway, so that's the first thing before I even talk about performance. I hope those two guys are all right because we can't afford any more injuries. And actually, those two were really crucial to why we was playing so well because as soon as they went off, we struggled. But to the game, like I said, the first 50 minutes, I thought we moved the ball really well. Mason Mount was pressing. He was getting in high areas. He was winning the ball back. He was good in transition. I thought Harry Amas was really good. I thought Toby Collier, good ball regains, good progressive passes. He was doing well. Ahmad was getting involved. Rasmus Højlund got us the first goal. We was on the front foot. Leny Yoro made a big mistake, a huge mistake in like the first minute or two, but the recovery was really good. And we were on the front foot and we were well worth our lead. I think it was a really young centre-back, I think his name's Heaven or something, that Rasmus Højlund, you know, sort of bullied his way through, and the Arsenal keeper could have done better. But it was a well-deserved goal, and then Rasmus Højlund had another chance, which just went over the bar as well. So I liked what I was seeing. I thought, I'll tell you what, we're playing well here. But it was alarming as soon as that, you know, the Rasmus went off, we just capitulated. Like, we couldn't get near Arsenal. Arsenal starting to get into their groove. And yes, the Jesus goal, I've seen it back, it was clearly offside. But you could feel that coming. You could see Arsenal's patterns starting to develop. You could see the way they were moving the ball. We kept being sort of wasteful with the ball. We weren't being sort of creative. As soon as we got it, was as quickly as we gave it away. And it kind of went from bad to worse. I think with Rasmus going off and Hannibal coming in that area as well, it just didn't help us. It wasn't ever going to help us. And we just didn't do enough. And actually, we kind of needed to get to half-time because it felt like Arsenal were probably going to score again. And then when you come out in the second half and Eric makes changes, 45 minutes against the Arsenal side that was near enough their A-team or quite a few starters in there, we were under the cosh second half, absolutely dominated. And, you know, Arsenal were looking so dangerous. We could barely get in a half. I looked at Anthony coming in. I wanted to see more from him. I thought he was wasteful. Jaden, you know, a couple of times down the left-hand side, he had chances to go at fullback, didn't quite do it. You know, Scott McTominay, Ericsson, our senior players just didn't really get involved. They didn't perform. And I'll be honest, I was like, we need to get to 60 minutes so Mikel takes them players off. Mikel Arteta needs to get them players off and get some of the players that are a little younger and not really involved. But then it was Martinelli who come on. It was, what's his name? Martinelli, Havertz came on and stuff like that. So actually, it was like, well, you know, and Nketiah come on, made some good runs. So they still made it difficult for us anyway. Gabriel Magalhaes came on. So it was tough. It was tough. There's Gabriel Jesus there just leaving as well. But it was tough, and we struggled with that. We really did struggle with that. And they could have scored more, to be honest. But after that, it was like the gap between the two sides, it just got bigger as the game wore on. Ethan Wheatley couldn't really get a touch against Gabriel, that we couldn't get the ball to him. And again, I think our wingers just didn't do enough. They wasn't on it. So really disappointing performance because the first 15 minutes were really good. I have to say that. The first 15, 20 minutes were really good. But it was alarming with the drop-off after that. Like, we couldn't get near Arsenal, if we're being honest. And yes, there's players there who, you know, made sure that they might not be here. You know, they might not be here. Johnny Evans, he's doing his thing. He was trying his best. But there was a lot of players playing who you're not really part of the first team or the starting team. They're not. But after that, they weren't good. Were they good, mate? Were they good? You know, we got a couple of lads. It's their first time on tour, so they're not really sure the etiquette. You know what I mean? They get a bit excited. They've seen a couple of players. You know what I mean? They're not really. Yeah, this guy come and scored the winner. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? But yeah, Josh is happy. Josh is very happy. But yeah, it was alarming. It was alarming. I didn't like it. It stunk, to be fair. But we know where we're at. We know where we're at. Real Betis in San Diego. That's who we got next. We're gonna prepare. Hopefully, like I said, the main thing is, please, Leny Yoro and Rasmus Højlund just be okay, because I just don't want any more flipping injuries. You know, no more injuries at all. So, but we won the penalty shootout. That's something. At least we won the penalty shootout. But other than that, it wasn't that. So anyway, smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are on our way to San Diego, and we'll see you there. Peace.